everybody, it's Carmen on Family Handyman, and we are going to make a butcher block countertop that's going to live on a kitchen island. I'm going to show you how. So for a butcher block top, you need some wood. I went to the mill and specifically picked out clear pieces, had them sand the top, the bottom, and the sides. Then we ran it through the table saw, Frank pitched, I catched, and then I passed it on to Ben, who cut off the ends. The next step is we need to marry the first third to the second third. It will be 18 slats altogether. We have 6 glued up. Now we're gonna glue up another 6 with a biscuit joiner. But the secret to a biscuit joiner is you've gotta get them all to line up. And that's what we're gonna do right now. Mark for the biscuit joiners. The most important part is you wanna number all your slats because we've specifically picked each board for its position. This is a biscuit. This is a biscuit joiner. It has a blade in here. When you depress it, it will make little slots for the biscuits. We went ahead and marked lines because the biscuit needs to align from side to side, buried in the wood on the top and the bottom. Now, all we're gonna do is follow this little line on the front of the biscuit is gonna line up with all of my lines here, hold the position here, and done. So we've got all of our 3 panels glued together. Let me tell you what we did. We ran each section a bunch of times till we made it even. Then we added additional biscuits all the way on the 2 inside seams right in the middle, glued it up, put a whole bunch of clamps on it, and now we wait for the finishing touch, which is an end cap on either end, a little bit of sanding, and we're almost there. All right, so our end caps are secure. We've flipped over this huge slab. Now we're working specifically from the underside. I need structural support. Yes, I have the whole outer frame of the island, but over time, it could cup or it could bow. So we're gonna prevent that by installing angle iron in very specific places. But I don't want it to stick out like this, so I'm going to embed it into the actual butcher block with a router and a track saw. The angle irons are in, which gives us stability, so it stays nice and flat over time. All this glue has got to get chiseled off or sanded and scraped off. And then the last thing, which I'm actually going to do right now, is we're going to round over the edge. So you got a nice soft curve. You do that with the router, a round over bit, but it has a bearing at the top. This little bearing prevents me from tipping and having an uneven edge. So we got the 255-pound butcher block top centered on the island. Then I secured it from underneath with some L brackets and some self-tapping screws. So it comes down to this. The most satisfying part of any project a woodworker will tell you is in the finish. Mineral oil and beeswax. It's natural because this is a food working top. So we want whatever sealer we put on it to be food safe. Here you have it, the finished product of our butcher block top. For this project and everything else that we did to make this kitchen come to life, visit us at familyhandyman.com.